One of the more frightening and potentially dangerous crimes that can occur to any family is a home invasion robbery. And the most common weapons used to gain entry in home invasions and other types of robberies are crowbars, knives, or other cutting instruments. And did you know in 65% of home burglaries and invasions, the point of entry was through a window or door?
The act of breaking and entering a home still occurs all too frequently in our communities. One reason for this is because technology has allowed commercial businesses to install affordable video surveillance systems, silent alarms, and other anti-crime deterrent devices. An unprotected residence, by comparison, is a more attractive choice. Unfortunately, when this type of invasion occurs, the financial burden extends beyond the loss and damage to property, as statistics show.
Victims of home intrusion often describe the trauma of being powerless and feeling vulnerable and frightened that they will be injured or killed. For some, the worst aspect is the uncertainty of the crime, not knowing how far the offender will go. Children are particularly susceptible to the psychological effects of home intrusion. Many children develop a phobia of being in a room alone. Children who were previously confident and outgoing can become insecure and clingy. Some children are only able to sleep in their parents' bedroom, and this can become a long-term problem.
But now, thanks to CrimSafe, you can beat the burglars and feel safe and secure in your own home with the world's only screw-clamped security mesh.
In 2008, my colleagues and I, in what was then the School of Aerospace, Civil and Mechanical Engineering in the University of New South Wales at ADFA, were contracted by CrimSafe to test a number of security screens which were the products of CrimSafe and of other manufacturers. The Australian standard for the testing of security screens requires them to be subjected to a sequence of 5 successive blows with an energy of 100 joules. That is a cumulative total of 500 joules and all impacts of the same intensity. This specification is rather anodyne. It doesn't represent either a sustained attack or a ferocious single blow. Now, of the screens which were not CrimSafe screens, only 3 of them succeeded in surviving this very basic test. Some of them even failed at their first 100 joule blow. 3 survived the Australian specification test, and 2 of these subsequently failed at an energy of 150 joules, and 1 survived until 200 joules. The CrimSafe screen showed no signs of cumulative damage under successive 100 joule impacts, and so they were then subjected to a sequence of impacts of increasing energy, and they continued until failure occurred at about 500 joules, and this gave cumulative totals of somewhere between 1500 joules for CrimSafe standard and over 4000 joules for the CrimSafe commercial. We also tested for the magnitude of a single blow to produce failure, and this gave energies of around about 1200 joules. A single impact failure energy depends on the combination of mesh strength, edge fixing and frame integrity, and it's obvious that the CrimSafe screens are very well balanced in this regard. The cumulative energy to failure depends primarily on the energy absorption mechanism, which for the CrimSafe screens is the edge fixing, and the high energy values to failure indicate that the CrimSafe screwed clamped edge system is superior and is very effective in achieving energy dissipation, combined of course with a thicker and stronger strand size in the mesh, which means that that is not part of the failure mechanism.
This powerful promise, unmatched in our industry, can only be met by CrimSafe. This unique screw clamp system creates a barrier that resists being kicked or smashed in or cut by a knife. Our international patents, protected until 2029, mean that other security screens simply can't feature the same design or offer the same strength. CrimSafe, the screw-clamped security mesh that beats more burglars.
Crime Stoppers and CrimSafe share a common purpose, and that is creating a safer environment for the community. CrimSafe's reputation in the community is that of being Australia's premier home security system for doors, windows, and helping you to protect your most valuable assets, you, your family and your livelihood. That is why we at Crime Stoppers are very proud to be associated with CrimSafe.
So where did it all start? In 1995, two friends came together with one collective goal: to improve on the traditional security doors and windows which were made of unattractive grills and bars and were not strong enough to withstand real-life burglars. Steel bars were secure, but they could easily be pried apart with a jack, and of course, they made your house or business look like a prison. They were also a fire trap. Surely it was possible to develop a product that functioned better to protect your property while still keeping the good looks. From their unrelenting desire, a true innovation in the industry emerged. Using 0.9mm premium high tensile 304 grade stainless steel security mesh, the thickest on the market, to act as both a security system, giving it unsurpassed strength, better vision, and an insect screen. And then to secure it into an aluminium frame, locking it tight with stainless steel tamper-resistant screws driven through the mesh and into the frame. The result was that the property maintained its aesthetics, visibility wasn't hampered, clear airflow for proper ventilation occurred, and the average criminal has no hope of getting in. CrimSafe Security Systems were born, and production began in March 1996. So, let's back up our claims with some technical achievements. CrimSafe meets, actually exceeds, all Australian standards for security screens and doors. CrimSafe also meets several other industry standards, which are even tougher than the Australian standards, including being measured at up to 12 times higher than the Australian 755039 and USA Impact Standard SM A6001 for security screens. Our product range as a whole passes more tests than any competing product range worldwide, including Category 4 Cyclone Missile Test, a Florida Building Code standard. While CrimSafe is proven effective in keeping burglars out, there are times when the inhabitants may need to get out, possibly very quickly in the event of a fire. Our keyless safe escape system means you can quickly escape hazards.
Push the button, push the button!
In fact, the one-touch system is so easy, even a child can operate it. CrimSafe Mesh even has the added bonus of high heat resistance. That's because we use the metal screw clamp system to fix the mesh. The mesh holds fast, resisting heat longer, effectively placing a barrier between your house and the fire, which is significant in bushfire situations, stopping burning embers. CrimSafe has a CSIRO tested rating of 45% reduction in radiant heat flux, which has the effect of slowing and in some cases halving the spread of fire. The strength and design of CrimSafe's security system provides a resistance to Category 4 cyclones by putting more distance between our mesh and your glass window.
Buying security screens? Listen to this.
Our ever-increasing reputation in the community and marketplace has become one of CrimSafe's most important assets. Visit our Queensland, Australia headquarters and you'll soon realise everyone here is passionate about their work, and it shows in everything we do. Against a backdrop of increasing crime, CrimSafe's array of applications is almost endless. From domestic and commercial barriers for homes and offices to government buildings, schools, dormitories, warehouses, military buildings, police stations, even embassies, CrimSafe should be the first choice for anywhere physical intrusion is a concern. Besides peace of mind, CrimSafe offers a host of benefits, including clear airflow for proper ventilation, reduced power costs, cuts down the need for air conditioning, reduced greenhouse gases, fire attenuation qualities, it reduces radiant heat by 45%, reduced solar heat entering through glass, safety in case of fire through keyless exit screens, and minimal loss of light. Personal security is not about barricading yourself behind unsightly walls or bars. It's not even about locking yourself away from potential danger. It's about taking positive steps to ensure the safety of yourself, your family, and your property. Over the past 14 years, CrimSafe has earned a reputation for providing property owners with very effective yet functional security options. Our reputation is summed up very simply. If it's not CrimSafe, it's not CrimSafe.